Welcome back once again to Nintendo Tales. We did not just record 2 episodes in a row. We just got the perfect cut. There's a Crimson dude. Okay, so Crimson reminds me of Terraria really quickly, and I have to say, really quickly, for any of you Flash Flare fans, why are you playing this match?
I don't know.
Because I'm supposed to be. Yeah, that's the. Okay, I'm fresh now. I know how to do this. We're gonna win this match.
All right.
Terraria. I used to play it on my Flash Flare channel all the time, but I got really discouraged when I went to the.
No, don't press that button. That's the map button.
I'm sorry, that's the new forbidden button. I got really discouraged in the underworld portion of the game because that's really hard.
Oh man.
And I never beat. What did I do?
He shot things up in the air to come back down.
So
It's Jack. It's Jack again.
The Jack is back, no slack. On
He's on the
Splatoon track,
attack.
that's Jack.
He's on the attack.
Okay. You wanted to get that in too much.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Anyway, so I eventually quit the Let's Play because I was far too discouraged with that portion of the game. And hello!
Oh,
yeah, Nikki! You ain't pro with this yet. You gotta take some lessons from your old buddy Flash Flare.
Nicky Nacky Patty Wacky.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So just today, I got to the final boss of Terraria after 50 hours on the game, becoming a pro at this game. I beat almost everything in Terraria, and today I got to the final boss, but I lost. But it's okay, because within a week I will have probably beaten it. So, I just wanted to let y'all know that I don't give up easily, and like 5 years after I originally played Terraria, now I'm beating it. So,
you can't show everybody.
too bad I'm not doing the same thing at Splatoon 2, although I never claimed to be good at Splatoon 2. If we were to do an episode on Splatoon 1, I would be killing the game right now. I'm really good at Splatoon 1, actually. I killed once, no, wait.
Splatted, for crying out loud.
No, wait. There was this, so my record is like 13, 14 people in one match, I think. There was this one, I know a 6-year-old boy. I was right there while he was playing this, so he was not telling stories. I just put on my ink armor, yo. Anyway, he kindly splatted 21 people in one match. I looked up world records. People were claiming to get that high, but nobody showed screenshots. Like a 6-year-old. I sat right next to him while he set a world record. He splatted 21 in one match.
Man.
It was insane. I was not believing my eyes. And it was with the NZAP 89, I think.
Oh, I thought he did it with the first weapon.
Oh, Splattershot Junior is what it was.
Yeah.
Because he did like 18 with the NZAP.
There's hot
But-
potato.
Hot potato, man, oh man. Are you my man? You're my man. Comment your favorite wiggle below.
Anthony?
Not you. So, whoa, I think. No, we didn't. We didn't. What? You just killed a little cat. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I feel really confident now. Look at 2006. That was a good year.
Yeah.
2006. I'm gonna tell you what happened in 2006. Okay, after we get our new fresh gear. So I'm gonna. Ooh, that's a lot of good stuff. Too quick to view it. Take the match, Humes. Take the match.
Okay.
You got it. She reached for the wrong controllers. So one really interesting thing happened in 2006. That I think the world was waiting to see if something bad would happen on the day of June 6th. Wait, June 6th is tomorrow. That will have been like 12 years ago. So that's cool. We're recording this on June 5th. I was like, is today June 6th? So it was June... Stop laughing at my voice cracks. It was June 6, 2006. The date was 666. I'm not joking here. We had the biggest storm ever. I was like, it started coming in, and I was like 9 at this point, and they had just walked me through in my science book tornadoes and the signs.
Those science
When you get into
books.
4th grade, this is what. Oh no, we're underdog.
But
Okay,
do we have Jack on our side? We do.
We have Chris and Jack.
All
Jack
right,
and
let's
Chris.
do this, boys.
All right, so they just walked me through the tornadoes and what they were and how they happened and all that, and they talked about how terrifying they were.
And then you
It was
can't
like,
sleep at night.
Yeah, every time in 4th grade they do this to terrify kids. They're like,
Or
if you're
third.
outside alone in a tornado. It's like, since when is a kid outside alone in a tornado? This isn't Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Dorothy! Dorothy!
Thank you. So, and they were like scaring us like what to do and what a tornado can do. They're just like, a tornado can pick up a house and throw it for like 50 miles. Don't be afraid, children.
And just so you don't take this lightly, because a tornado isn't fun.
I mean, you can hide in your basement, but with the house ripped off above you and 120 mile per hour winds going on above you, then you're probably going to die. Have fun. There's going to be a test at the end of this. So do not get too scared to do the test because we're testing you. So, they had just done that, and I was like, I went through a time in my life where I had extreme anxiety about tornadoes. I'm not joking. And my friend had this too.
Yeah.
He was even worse. He was to the point where you would like, you said you saw a funnel cloud, you could just say that. You didn't even have to see one. And he ran and hid under heavy furniture.
He would wonder if the sky was looking a little bit green. Or...
He's like, is the sky looking a little bit green today? And I'd be like, yeah. Because we like to tease him a little bit, even though I was scared of this too.
Yeah, to act like you're the bigger, older one that's not
Yeah,
scared,
well, anyway, so put your ink armor on. Thank you. Thank you. Now, so anyway, what happened that day? June 6, 2006. We had the biggest storm ever, and it was like getting to tornado point. There was like about 10 or 15 minutes away from us, there was a big tornado. And they hardly ever happen in our state, but this time it was like such a bad storm that it was happening. I like that bike right there.
Yeah, that just got splattered blue.
So, anyway, we were walking around in our house. We were about ready to leave for like, I feel like we've mentioned Bible quizzing in probably like every episode so far of this newer Nintendo.
And there's usually a big storm sometimes when we do Bible quizzing stuff for some reason.
I know it, isn't there? Anyway, so we were about ready to leave for practice of that. And the guy that ran Bible quizzing, he was like this big, tough guy that weren't afraid of nothing. And he was going to have the practice anyway, no matter what kind of storm there was. So it was maybe about an hour before we left. We were walking around. Yumi was getting ready. Oh, I love that animation. And she was just all like, okay. And I was walking as well. And then outside we hear this. And it's like this giant, massive gunshot right next to your ear of a sound.
I remember where I was.
You were in your closet.
Yeah, and I actually ducked and yelled when that hit because it's just
She was like, ah!
I was like, ah! Because it sounded like a gunshot right out in our yard.
What actually happened was lightning struck a tree down the block, and it split this giant oak tree. The bad guy's really pulling us there. Mm-hmm. So, I'm gonna take the controllers and it's gonna be fine. I'm telling a tale. That Jack looks so like.
Awesome.
Yeah. We lost hot potato. Thanks, dude.
Somebody dropped the hot potato.
Ooh, we'll level up. Just perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Let's see what, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quit and then I'm going to rejoin with different people because I ain't taking no more of a hot potato. And I was walking out and I was very scared of storms at this point too. When that crack sounded, I freaked out and started crying and like ran to my mama and my papa. It like stopped me in my tracks. I was walking down the hall. It was like crack, and I like fell down. I thought I had been shot. And a couple of probably like 10 minutes later, this giant 50-foot tree in our front yard was just like cracked right down, and it fell into another tree. And like that tree was like propping it up, so it was like suspended there indefinitely until after the storm. The city came and like tied a rope to it and dragged it into the road.
Didn't it hit our mailbox, the big branch?
Yes, when the city dragged it down, I think it was. Or possibly it was a branch. But it absolutely incinerated our mailbox. Wait a second, level 63?
Dude.
You go above 50 in this.
Hashtag Queen Bee.
Yeah.
And Spider. Spider.
What's with the Y instead of the I right now?
Spy.
It's like
and it's
Seener
and
Spider.
That's the coolest spy name ever.
Spider.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of sounds like your last name is Durr, which would not be a very cool last. I'm sorry if I offend anybody that has the last name Durr. Anyway, so I was really scared at this point, and what basically ended up happening was telephone lines, trees all across town blew down, and the sky was green, and it was acting extremely weird. A tornado never touched down around here.
I think it was forming though.
A tornado was forming in the sky, but yeah. So that was absolutely terrifying. Probably one of the most terrifying.
And his friend remembered that day too.
Yeah, because we were both scared of tornadoes, and we were like, yeah, we remembered that day. Mm-hmm. And I just found it like kind of strange that That was 666, but
666.
that's super
Oh, 6 technically, but oh well.
But oh well. Yeah, it wasn't the 6th year. We weren't allowed like 2,000 years ago. So. Water! They really went in a different musical direction with Splatoon 2. I'm gonna say, I have not listened to the whole soundtrack, but it's a hamster ball! Whoa! Whoa, I love a hamster ball, dude! Oh, that reminds me of a tail!
That reminded me
wow! Okay, I'm like,
And we just got splattered by spider.
what is it about the second episode of things that I get really hyper about?
I don't know.
Well, there was one time. Okay, you're gonna start this tale out and then I'm gonna take it over.
I had this beloved hamster, and his name was Kirby. He was the same one that sprouted wings and flew
Yes,
up.
that was the flying hamster.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, but I just like...
Which a Flash sent into orbit, and then he just
that was the
didn't
first
know
test
how he survived, and he came back down on the bed. But
If you want to watch DK64 episode, I think it is 17.
15.
15? Yes, okay, 15. She edited these. If you want to watch that episode, we have a great tale there, and we're not going to spoil it.
yeah, so anyway, sometimes he would get into his little blue hamster ball to exercise. And a lot of the times I would do my homeschool homework while he ran around in the living room or in the kitchen, or I would just be, doing whatever, watching him. Well, at this point, I had gotten him for my 11th birthday, and Flash was like about
11.
3. So, anyway, when Kirby like goes around this corner down the hall, and I apparently
In
was,
his ball.
yeah, doing something else. Then all of a sudden, I guess I come around the corner to look for him after a while, and I just catch a glimpse of Flash having this ball in his hand with my hamster in it, and then he threw it down and it bounced.
It was not a basketball, sadly, but I was treating it as if it were one.
And do you remember what was going through your head at that time before I came there?
Yes, I remember. I'm gonna play basketball with a hamster ball, yo! Because I feel like it! I don't know, for some reason I didn't envision myself getting in trouble for this. For abusing a poor little hamster.
But yeah,
Please do not flag this video.
His whole world bounced. And I was just like, Flash!
Yeah, she says it just like that. And I was like, who's that?
And then, our mom was there, and I guess she was trying to be, the good mom and to make sure both of her children were comforted, and
The hamster was alive and all that.
yeah. But I got him out, and oh yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna
Just like that is not how you treat my hamster, Flash.
Well, that's not how
it.
your hamster treats your brother. Because he wasn't playing
I
basketball
had to
right.
put him in his cage to rest after that.
Yeah, I was in the cage for that. But I got out eventually. And
But to be fair, I would sometimes walk into the ball and kick it across the room on accident. And
it was kind of fun to watch the hamster.
the poor hamster would be doing somersaults until he hit a wall or a piece of
Do
furniture.
not give a child under the age of 30 a hamster.
He lived a long time for a hamster though.
He did. He lived
And it's surprising. He lived almost 3 years, I guess 2.5 years.
it's 72 hamster years.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And he was so good. I think I mentioned this in the other tale, but he got so close to me.
Yeah.
I could wake him
If
up.
whoa. Watch the other tale if you want to hear more on that.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching the second episode of Splatoon, which was recorded in the same sitting as the first. Listen. Subscribe. We're gonna see you guys.
actually went
I didn't have anything else to say. I never ask anybody to subscribe anymore.
Or please leave a like and...
Please leave a like and comment and share and add to favorites. Who remembers that one?
And tell everybody on Facebook and Instagram and Snapgram and...
Oh, no. You just
Yeah.
took me back there. So, no. What about this? Rate 5 stars. I'm going back to, pre-2009. I'm going back to, the very earliest of my YouTube days. I think I got on just as it was turning to likes and dislikes. Anyway. Do all that stuff. Come back for the next episode where we're going to tell... You never know how many tales. We looked at a list of tales before this and we're like, we don't have any that we could tell during a Splatoon 2. We thought of lots of tales.
Yeah, I guess Splatoon 2 is a good kind of game where you're like battling and a lot of random thoughts will pop in your mind, but
Yeah,
you can
'cause
tell
people's names.
action happens.
By the way, I didn't give my commentary on a person's name, but I remember I spotted the person named Olivia. And whenever I think of Olivia, I picture a piece of nice warm toast and then butter, like.
Oh yeah,
It's like
'cause the
olive butter,
oil,
yeah. So I think Olivia is a nice name. Shout out to anybody named Olivia. Listen, we're gonna see you guys in the next episode. You hang tight till then. You sit in your chair. You don't move because we're coming back next week. See you guys then.
See ya.
Wait. We should end off every episode of this series in particular with stay fresh.
fresh.
Stay fresh. And that hand thing.